Well, let me just double check that. Yeah, alright. Here. Alright. There we go. Had to toggle it back to game capture from desktop capture from the last stream. That should do it. And now I am very thankful that I have this auto path. We're just going to do things like this. Lack of shortcuts is a little brutal. I can also stay in the labyrinth for a long time. The drops aren't that frequent. PP isn't used too much, especially if you're overleveled. Let me fix this icon here. Still have to manually hit yes, but a lot better now. Actually, let me adjust this. So there we go. That. Alright, there still is the question of how are we going to do the long-distance teleports? Notes. Okay, about back where we were, which means I can probably tackle this foe. There's probably a hidden path behind it. Of course, we've fought plenty of cichlids before, so this won't be much of an issue. Yeah, maybe I should have refresh instead of Caduceus, but whatever. Take it out and shoot to herds, pretty much. I'll take a tick of poison damage, but I'm just wondering if Caduceus is enough to make it one turn. Not quite. But I see that. That Caduceus is pretty strong. I think that hit harder than my cleaver. Alright, second point to Caduceus. 8 more to go. Wow, really? Huh. No hidden path behind a foe. Oh. This is the first game. Can be a little... Maps can be like that. Yeah, so there's our way back. Which means if you fled forwards, you'd have to fight your way back out. Alright. That was their plan. Oh, this is just a dead end. That's a little unexpected. Oh yeah, Blazer. It is all target. Okay, I'm real curious how this is going to pan out, so let's use Blazer. The only classes with elemental attacks are Alchemist and Ronin, but have to be paired. Alright, so there's Inferno. Not fantastic, not terrible either. He was level 1. Skill point wise, we'll probably have to stop at level 5. I wonder how many points I need in TP up. So I could definitely max some passives instead of getting chasers, but I think the chasers will make me more versatile. Now we just have to loop around. Of course we do. Alright. Now there's two directions up north we haven't tackled yet. We're working with these though. Keep heading southeast. Close. Again, I am starting to doubt Ecstasy because we don't have a Hexer. Climax, I think we'll want, though. But I think we'll have enough points to master both. As long as we don't want to completely forego maxing Boost Up or Fury. Which... not super keen on. Oh, an actual shortcut. That shortens our exploration here. Okay, tornado. Right. Long distance teleport. figure out how we're going to... You like that? Oh, this is gonna be rough. So we have it here up in V16 F2. Ooh. I use these for quests. So... the hell am I gonna use for mapping teleporters? I guess like that? Since Alyssa gave the idea of using orange for 4 specific stuff. I map it like this. Then that pretty much means until things get very convoluted, this should work. Because I'm just matching the orange arrow with the blank orange tile. It's also a lot more immediately readable. It'd be great if I could draw a line straight through, but I know there could be terrain in between. Okay, I already have an inspect. Nothing. Nothing. Of course. All the way down. Now, I won't make that arrow orange until I've actually traversed it, just in case it's a shortcut. Okay, so there's another path this way, and another path this way. Oh, good. All the walls connect. This should be a loop. I'm just gonna double check it actually is. Yep. That's fine. Because now I get more XP while looping back. Yeah, it is more time spent, but whatever. Yeah, I guess I'll bravery it. There we go. That's a one turn. Yeah, this is more readable. Just thinking, what if I have a second arrow indicate where you come from? The problem with that is, what if multiple spots teleport you to the same tile? because that'll help with here. Then we have a long-range teleport, and it's just like, oh yeah, no, that just means came from over yonder. No, that is possible then. Still hesitant to. I'm hesitant to because if it pops me in the middle of a room, that does convey something else contextually. Normally that would mean a movement tile. So I'm hesitant to use the back arrow like that. Alright, let's check out the bottom one. Hi? I'll be with you in a moment. Just gonna double check all of the pathing. Because you know the draw distance is 4, so I know exactly how long this corridor is if I can't see the end of it. You are immediately like that. Of course, place there is a photo thing. So I'm going to immediately just kill you, because you're a cichlid. Yep, and then we have the or rather preemptive refresh, so that poison won't do any damage. Just round an auto battle, we'll finish it off. Okay. Still can't see the end. Alright, there's our way out. Yeah, this may have been a loop. Or not, there's an inspect there. Let's check the entire corridor, of course. Because there's no visual indication of a path until you just check it. Tile by tile. I really do want to see what a bravery boosted Caduceus can do, so I'm gonna see how that plays out. Compared to my normal attack, I suppose. 265. $549. Yeah, that is a big buff. Alright, so there's a path there. And nowhere else. Alright, for Manko, we're going to invest into healing because we've been surviving pretty much just through using Immunize to dramatically reduce damage taken and then just out DPS the boss, but we may need to change that tactic to actually enduring. That's why I want to see level 10 healing in action, which honestly might be bad. might be too bad to be worth mentioning, in which case we'll really need to invest into salve. I say salve instead of salve 2 just because, you know, salve 2 requires more point investment than just upgrading salve. Same with revive. I know revive is something I really would want, but it's gonna be rough point-wise, so we have to invest into cure. Unbind we can get immediately, and I would definitely love to have Unbind, but at the same time, there are other things to invest our points in. Probably put 1 point into HP up, EP up at... Knowing the level cap is 70 and it doesn't go higher, it really does restrict my options. Oh, for now I'm just doing Caduceus. We'll see how that plays out. For now though, we're going to verifying this path in order to go up and verify that path. Yep. So again, well, it's pretty safe to assume, like a 95% chance, that it's just going to go directly to that next tile as if it's a one-way shortcut. Can't be 100% certain, so we gotta check every one, just to be sure. Actually, that would be a good time to do Peace Ballad. Healing. Two, and... Yeah, no, that... The level 1 and level 2 healing was like single digit, which isn't anything, but it seems like it's scaling well with the skill level. And of course, it's infinite. Just infinite duration. Like, why the fuck is it infinite duration? I like it though. Ah, 4 TP per turn though. Almost full. Okay, we're good. And then... Hey. Yep, of course. And... Yes. Knew there'd be a treasure around here. Protected by whatever these are. How are we going to handle damage distribution? Actually, let's see what a stronger blaze looks like. Inferno and Bravery. Alright, how's this gonna play out? We're going to be seeing a level 6 Blazer. This is the boost. Also buffed by Bravery, which is what it would be in an actual fight. Oh. Yeah, it looks like if they're resistant to fire. I assume those guys are resistant. It's not too much, but speak to? Damn. And it's yet to fail to activate, so it seems like it's a 100% chase chance, which is not what they do in future games. In future games, there's a 100% chance for the first chase, and then follow-up rate decreases with every subsequent chase. No, this is just... I have AoE fire cut now, as long as someone else has AoE fire. That's actually really solid. And I will look forward to investing into with chasers. Gonna be good. PSA. It's 50 TP, but we have peace ballots, so it's not gonna be overly useful. It still could be useful for TP recovery in a pinch, but we're not really in a pinch, are we? Alright, now to see at level 1, because we don't have boost anymore. Fluff is doing so much damage now. Maxing up attack up to learn Caduceus, that was fantastic. Thank you, Fluff. I was definitely too hung up in the past on just how low the vitality is for medics, but that doesn't really matter too much in the first game. This does honestly leave Thunder Dragon as our weakest member. Yes, we do have binds, and the binds are fantastic against those targets, but like, we tend to be kind of killing before it's really a problem lately. Maybe a second Land Snatch? If I have a second Land Snatch, first off, I get to have a better second shot at the skill tree, and secondly, you can have another Blazer Freezer Shocker guy, which would pair well with the list. Wait. I'm really hoping they didn't forget to put a check on chasers chasing chasers. Because I know in 4, it's possible for your chasers to chase chasers, which can lead to, I think the highest one I saw was a 16-hit chain off of one attack. So I'm just wondering what limits they've got on Blazer, Freezer, and Shocker. Because if it's unlimited chases, and they forget to have a check for chasing chasers, then we just have an infinite loop of chasers. Because they're all fire damage, and they'd just be chasing each other. I don't want to see that now. I'll see if that's possible. It almost certainly isn't. That's be ridiculously broken, because you just keep chasing until all the enemies die. Alright, now I know where we are, and open room. First open room we've had since... Yeah, no, it really is the first open room. No, not quite, it's actually just a wide corridor. Never mind. Oh, and the shortcuts here. Interesting. Yeah, I know the shortcuts there. Still gonna check, because you know they don't telegraph it. And also, just a reminder. Okay, 12. These are all 3 shortcuts. Shortcut here, shortcut here, shortcut here. They have bad shortcut placement in this game, so I would not doubt. It would not surprise me if they just have a one-way that's like right here. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, this might be overkill. Yeah, it is. Just do that. Trials down that way. That should be fine. There we go. Now we have a shortcut. Of course. Oh, I'm gonna scan the entire wide corridor before I take any single path forwards. It is a long corridor, though. Yep. We got a long teleport. Because there's no way... There's no way they have terrain there. They never do that. Because the walls themselves are tiles, which means we're leaving, like, here. One of those 2 spots. Assuming we don't just go all the way up, like up here. Alright. Yep, we're teleporting. Okay, good. It's not every other tile thing. That map. Okay, now to check the other side of this. Hey there, Manko. What have you been enjoying lately? I know you switched to Smash after the whole SD incident. I don't think it's so much you're retired from Etrian Odyssey, but more so it's a bit of grief, I guess. I've experienced something similar. I think I've mentioned this story before. A long time ago, though. But my original character in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, I played for 990 hours, basically 1,000 hours. And, you know, you get bored at that point. You kind of make new characters, try out some different builds, just maybe do some light roleplay. And what I didn't know is that if you make a new character and you don't manually save before you enter the Great Gate at Kavach, the game makes a manual save for you, and it makes that manual save by overriding the top slot, which was my main character. I had 1,000 hours. I didn't really play Oblivion for like 4 years after that, once I realized what the hell had happened. So, I feel ya. On the whole, your SD card went kaput, you lost your entire playthrough in EO5. I get that. You'll return to it eventually, but I wouldn't doubt it if it took you some time to really muster up the will again. That was... you had almost a complete... you were close to the end of the 5th stratum, from what I recall. And like, you're making some solid progress, although maybe time was just flowing by quickly, because... I really should have healed in that fight. I'm glad nobody died, but that got dangerous. That was careless. Nice. Wait a minute, I think I know what you're talking about. That's that Castlevania Spare successor? Let me look that up. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon? Or is it literally just called Bloodstained? No, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night as well. I'm a little surprised you can play that on what you have, because to my knowledge you just have a PS3 and a 3DS. Look at the wiki article. Did this come out on... apparently, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night came out on Android and iOS. Not come out on PS3, though. I'm curious what consoles you're playing on. As far as I know, you just have a PS3 and a 3DS. Unless the retro prequel they made for it. Ah, crap. What was the subtitle? It was also called Bloodstained. Curse of the Moon, I think. You know, Curse of the Moon came out for... again, not PlayStation. It did come out for 3DS, though. Alright, that would explain that. So you're probably playing Curse of the Moon. A little surprising, but also not terribly, because they deliberately made this one retro. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Probably a little too demanding for that hardware. Yeah, I say, go through, play some other games, come back to EO5 when you're... I really don't know how long they'll take. It wasn't 1,000 hours, like with me, because 1,000 hours would have been like 4 or 5 years before you got back into it, but 60 hours, I'm guessing you're around 60 hours. Yeah, that won't take as long. Yeah, some of the, I know they're like 5 years old at this point, but some of the really late retro 2D platformers are just fantastic. Aha! And aha! Okay. Let me just check. Alright, so it's literally just a little over here. It's there. Stairs go down there. Now we just don't... and we're here. Where are we? that 2 or 3 tiles? Has to be 2. Those 3, I think it would break the mapping rules I know of. Yeah, so it should be like that. Which means, again, knowing how they design the maps lets me map this entire room without having really seen much of it. Okay, we have inspect there. Inspect there. Alright, so there's only one way in, or rather one way out. Leads us to there. Yeah, no, you should change the battery itself at that point. So the thing with batteries is that, right, what determines how much battery is consumed is, of course, how loud you're playing, how bright the screen is, how intensive the computations for the game are. Since you're playing a game that was released really at the end of the life cycle, might be intensive, but like a half hour is a bit too extreme for that. Because a 3DS's battery should be, it's on the low end, like 5 hours, but probably expect around 8 hours on average. So it lasting 30 minutes means your battery's going. So the thing with batteries, rechargeable batteries in particular, is they actually lose max capacity over time and through use. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, so... what was I thinking? Batteries lose max capacity over time. Like, batteries do get worn out. Like of all other parts. They get worn out through use. Things you can do to speed up wearing it out is charging it while it's full. And... yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I mean, otherwise... yeah, like the best thing you can do to keep your battery going the longest is to kind of get your battery charged like 85 or 95%. Then unplug it. And then use it until it's almost dead. Then charge it all the way back up, and that'll give you the longest lifespan to your battery. But even then, the battery will eventually lose max capacity. It won't hold charge for as long. And sounds like your battery is basically dead. Or close to dead, close to kaput again. Ah, yeah. There's also the thing... what was it? I don't remember this too clearly, so I can't place my full confidence on what I'm about to say, but I think if you leave a battery completely uncharged for a while, that also really drains its capacity. Like, Like a battery at rest tends to stay at rest, I guess. I don't remember any kind of physics to back that up. Just some anecdotal stories of 3DSs that I remember people have like left in drawers for a decade, and then like it won't turn on anymore because the battery's gone. On the other hand, the DS Lite is incredibly durable because I remember similar stories like, yeah, no, we had the DS Lite uncharged for like 15 years in a drawer, and it's perfectly fine. Like, they made the DS Lites so freaking good. I remember it had... that was the one that had like a 20-hour lifespan. 20-hour battery. Which was amazing, and it's like the golden standard I like to hold my handheld stuff up to, but that's not really the case anymore. Nowadays, the average you should expect is 8 hours, unless it's like a phone. Phones are supposed to last a few days. I imagine the hardest part would probably be getting a new battery. I don't know what type of battery a 3DS uses, but if it's a custom battery, yeah, you're going to need a little bit of snooping around to get a proper replacement. As far as exchanging it, I haven't done a battery swap myself, but I don't think it's that complicated. At the simplest, it would just be swapping one, just popping out the old battery and popping in the new one. Worst case, you might have to like disconnect and reconnect some wiring, but yeah, I don't know how easy it is to replace a 3DS battery. Yeah, I'm leaning towards like it is just get the back cover off, pop out the old battery, pop in the new one. Because that's how it is in most devices. But given the 3DS, I don't think it was designed to be, you know, tinkered with internally, like a phone or a Steam Deck is. Do a quick Google search then. Yeah, it looked like, at least through a quick search, it seems to really just be a pop the old one out, put the new one in. The difficulty is going to be in, I guess, unscrewing it, because I think it might. Not sure if you have a screwdriver, but it might be a bit difficult to get the screws out. And you'll probably need a prying tool to get the battery out. So it looks like, at least for the 3DS model, it's in there pretty snugly. Never mind, here's Nintendo stuff and not just a third-party forum. How do they say? Assuming you have a regular 3DS, I don't think you have an XL or a new version. Yeah, there's the 4 screws at the top of it on the back. Unscrew those. Back panel should come off. And yeah, you can just pop out the old battery, or you might need to pry it out. And then Nintendo itself says to wait at least 10 seconds before you insert the new battery. I'm guessing it'll take you at least that long just to get the new battery. Well, to fumble around with your pockets and stuff to get it. And yeah, just pop the new battery in, re-screw the cover back on, and you're good to go. So yes, it is indeed as easy as it should be. Interestingly enough, that support said that the 2DS XL, which is the one that I use for jailbreaking, doesn't have an accessible battery pack. Yay. Wondering how true that is. Yeah, I'll keep the points in the def up and HP up, because I think 1 point in that's pretty good. I guess... yeah, I'll have 1 point into Laser Freezer and Shocker, and I'll either increment them equally, or I'll just blitz one up to 5 and the next one up to 5. Just one thing to be careful of, or rather the guys mentioned to be careful of, is with the screws, not to be too rough or tight with them, because if you... how do I explain this? Even I've only briefly read it. Assuming you have the right screwdriver, stick it in there firmly, because one reason it might not be taking, you might not be unscrewing it, is because you haven't pushed it in enough to slot in properly. But once you have, slow but firm, turn it out, remove the screws, and when you screw them back in, don't over-tighten it. Which basically means as soon as you start to get some firm resistance, you should probably stop at that point. Don't want to try to go in as far as you can, but rather until you get some decent resistance, because if you go in as far as you can, you risk cracking the plastic or the screws. And I doubt it'll be a catastrophic thing. I think you need either considerable stupidity and strength in order to really significantly crack something on the first go. But it might make subsequent opening ups tougher because you've damaged the screws a bit, and now it's harder for them to turn or for your screw to fit in there. Yeah, anyway. Well, it's left just looking up what the hell the battery is the 3DS takes, and then just getting a replacement for it. Oh, and making sure you have the right screwdriver, because you will indeed need to unscrew the back of the 3DS. Alright, there is one spot left to look before we can check the next floor and we get blindsided. And looks like there's an immediate inspect, so there's loot here. Sandy? Oh yeah, that's in the... an accessory or a helmet? Yeah, it was a helmet. 2 defense for 2 TP. That doesn't quite feel worth it. Yeah, I get Alyssa won't be hit that often, so the 2 defense won't matter too much. But 2 TP is also just a pittance. Alright, now we have this floor fully mapped. Alright, 55 out of 60. Alright, we'll head back to town and go down to the next floor. Oh, this does mean I can actually map the route, though. Alright, let's... I'd like to say let's start backwards, but I have a feeling... Remember in one of these games, when you reversed one autopath, it reversed all of the autopaths? Whatever. Start backwards, and if it reverses all of them, then it reverses all of them. So start from the beginning. There we go. That'll take us from start to end. And if I take a look at 16... Alright, good, it's still proper. Alright, just to go back to the... Yeah, it should be pretty... Wait, is it pretty quick? Kind of. No, yeah, that is actually the only way we can go. Alright, let's just go down one, then go all the way west, and... shortcut and go all the way back around. Alright. 4 points into healing. So yeah, with how strong Immunize is, how much healing heals is actually considerable. I know how far we are into the game, I'm just not sure how I should phrase it. Nah, that's a lot of new items. Flora-wise, we're approaching the 2/3 mark. Oh, hey, Luck's back. Oh yeah, that'd go for Hackstrom for sure. Oh, now I have to farm for stuff. Huh. Oh wait, couldn't we replace Thunder Dragon with Decim now? Good, couldn't we? That would be 2 frontliners. I mean, technically Menko can go on the front line, at least according to the game. I wouldn't really do that, but whatever. We need the extra. Guess we'll get the extra. Oh right, we found Brigandine. I was like, why is the new armor worse than the current armor? Because we found surprise armor. Armor is 22 with 12 HP, so Tiger Coat's 27. A 5 defense versus 12 HP. Tiger Cap, don't really care for. Tiger Hand. Alright, Bear Glove is going to give us strength. Yeah, it gives us strength, so we're not going to bother with that. Attack up, of course, because that gives us elemental resistance. So that really just leaves the boots, which I think are better. Scale boots are 4/6, 6/9. Alright, Tiger Boots it is. Well, I know putting support on the front line is an idea, but putting the medic on the front line is also an idea, and that turned out to be pretty good. I don't think Troubadour is going to work well on the front line either, but it is an idea. Actually, I could put Decim on the front line. Yeah, this is tricky. As I've mentioned, I prefer to have, like, 2 at least somewhat durable frontliners than have 3 in the front line, so that way we get the damage distributed more equally. Because if it's just 2 on the front line, those 2 better be durable. But right now, if it's just 2, it's going to be me and Fluff. Fluff isn't durable. That's what I'm worried about, and that's why I'm like, alright, who can I just push up to the front line? Alright, so we don't care about Tiger Hand, because even though it is more defense, it reduces our strength, which reduces our attack power. Let's go. Tiger Cap, I mean, none of us are really just using a straight helmet. got accessories and stuff instead, because that's just better. Defense wasn't really all that worthwhile until I think the 4th game. I know I've still been putting weight on it. I think it's just because I don't know exactly how worthwhile defense is, but I know in the original 2, which might be tweaked here in the remaster, the original 2 defense was worthless. Like, the single most important stat was vitality, but also the way they had the damage formula for defense didn't matter that much. So, like, by the time you got to the end of the game, I remember specifically in 2, it was all offense or all nothing. I remember a protector, which you'd expect to be durable, right? No, it was like 60% of their health from just a regular trash mob on like the final stratum. And they're supposed to be the most durable thing in your party. So like you have to either rely on buffs or just kill the enemy first at the very end. Which is also kind of why our party's working out here, because A, we have immunize, which is like 90% damage reduction, and we have offensive potential. Like, so really your vitality and your HP matter more than your defense. But they might have tweaked it in the remaster. Probably didn't, but they might have. That is, though, why I had accessories equipped, because I know in later games, accessories are worth it, but if you're going for a specific thing, because otherwise I am uncomfortable losing that much defense. The old Joker is luck plus 8. I don't think we have anything else with luck plus in here. Calorie and items, we have 11. Oh, right, just can't read it too. I mean, storage wasn't in the first game, apparently. But I have to double check that, and I don't really feel like doing it. Yes, I do have the cartridge. Exactly where it is. I store it inside a little bag, inside a little box. It's inside of the drawer, along with all of my other Etrian Odyssey games. So, and it's like that because I didn't have the actual box for it. Yeah. I have the box for 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and the Untolds, and Nexus. In fact, I have the collector's box for Nexus. But I don't have the box for 1, or the manual. I just have the cartridge. Little sad about that. But not sad enough to spend a lot of time looking for a box online. I think probably the easiest way to get a box is to buy a second cartridge to have the complete package. I doubt there's going to be somebody out there selling just the box. Alright, so now we know Thunder Dragon is the most likely to be replaced, but not necessarily the one to be replaced. Because we still have to see what Climax does. So if they don't prohibit the use of Climax on bosses, I know it doesn't show a percentage, but that caps out at 40% HP from what I remember. Because Ecstasy is not really worth it, because the gag shackles and cuffs I think are like 60% base infliction rate, which is... it's not terrible, but it's not great either. So if you have just one Dark Hunter, it's pretty blah. Why you want a Hexer? But as I've mentioned before, I don't think I really want to replace anyone else with a Hexer. Definitely not Manko. Definitely not on this set because there's like no other elemental attacker classes in this game aside from Ronin. Ronin's pretty restrictive. So with Ronin, they have one element per stance, so you have to master all 3 stances, which is a lot of skill points. And it's mix element too, which isn't always a bad thing, but sometimes it is. Right. How mixed element works is it takes the resistance, it takes the better resistance. So if you have a fire cut attack, like Blazer here, at least I assume Blazer's fire cut, it might just be pure fire. Anyway, assuming it's fire cut, you use it on an enemy that is immune to cut damage and weak to fire, you're going to deal super effective damage because it's going to take the better resistance between fire and cut, which is it's weak to fire. And of course in reverse, if it's immune to fire and weak to cut, you hit it with Blazer, you're still going to do super effective damage because it's weak to cut. So mixed elements are generally a good idea. So you get the better of the 2 resistances. But it can also be a bad idea, because what if the enemy has specific behavior where they just blow the fuck up if you hit them with a fire attack? And now you've got a fire cut. That's fire damage. They're gonna explode. It gets even more tricky with Ronins because all of their mixed element attacks are area damage. At least from what I remember, their ice cut might be single target in this game. I don't have a Ronin to show this. Crap. Oh, where are this? Their only reliable elemental damage dealer is an alchemist in the first game, which sucks. But dude, you kind of just need an alchemist. You can have other elemental attackers, sure, there's Land Snatch and Ronin for options, and that's it. That is it. If it's Shield Bash, Shield Bash, Shield Bash. Where the hell is Shield Bash? Smite, that was the name of the skill. I don't know how strong Smite is. I really don't know how strong Smite is. If it is strong enough, maybe Noir goes in here. Probably not, though, because you're kind of rendered obsolete by Immunize. Two medics? I mean, you have Alex knows Revive, which is fantastic, but also 2 Caduceus, I guess? But that's still not a durable frontliner. Carl, who's an alchemist as well. Not the frontliner I want, but alright. Some AoE specialized, I guess. There's then some too many medics, although I guess there's enough possible builds. I could probably spec him into removing disables and such. Still, that like, are you going to be a healer or a barbarian? It's kind of your choices as a medic. The Dragon's Whips, because it wasn't until they've redone Dark Hunter and future games that the sword was really useful. I mean, the sword's not useless. It can inflict some debilitating ailments, but ailments are a lot more RNG than binds as far as defensive utility goes. I don't just mean their infliction rate, I mean like paralysis. 50% chance to not act. Right when it activates, still RNG if it does, so you have a chance to inflict it and then a chance for it to work. Same with confusion. It's like, is that hypnosis? No, that puts him to sleep. Hypnosis is arguably useful. It's gonna be tough to work with, though. That's caduceus, then. Alright, so sleep, I'm fairly certain you know how sleep works. You get hit, you wake up, but you can't act until you wake up. Well, there's another thing here, which is when you're asleep, you become weak to all physical damage. So, just put the enemy to sleep, and then caduceus for like 50% more damage. Yeah, the first game wasn't that exotic. I'll put it that way. They made things a little bit more exotic in 2, but things actually came into their own with 3, and kind of stayed exotic from that point on. I think there's a little bit of exoticness here with, hexers and dark hunters. I don't think you really see that much in other types, but, you got your fighter, your paladin, healer, really just called medic, you got your mage, bard, Ronin, obviously, just a different flavor of fighter, I guess. So yeah, the sleep could be useful, because if we get the turn order wrong, it gets wasted. But if we get it right, we can do a shit ton of damage. And I can tell you, in 5, you can one-shot some bosses with a sleep setup. I know the sleep setup, or at least I roughly remember the sleep setup. I know who the main attacker is. I forget what the supporting cast is. Yeah, basically. The drain's alright. I think it's just a 25% drain, though. Oh, no, wait, drain rate goes up with it. Never mind. 100%. Oh, that's nice. Nice to have him like a land snatch or something. I guess there's Petrify, which is basically instant kill. Yeah, so Petrify they reworked in 5. Might have reworked it in the Untolds, but it's a pretty rare ailment to begin with. It's just... before 5... Yeah, no, they reworked it in 5. It was just 5 and probably Nexus where they have the new Petrify, but before then it's the old Petrify, which is permanent. Have to use a Daric B or a refresh to remove petrification. It will not wear off on its own. And because of that, if you petrify an enemy, they just get instantly killed because they have no way to cure themselves. So this petrify is basically just an instant kill. The thing is, of course, bosses have like, at best, a 1% chance to get petrified. It's not really worth it. Might still be possible, but not a worthwhile chance to take. Yeah, so there's Reese, which at the time, I think we might have one more land snatch. But I know Reese we could use. There's Schliff, who's... that's another Dark Hunter, actually. Could make him a swordsman, that's for sure. There isn't a huge variety of builds to go for, at least in my mind, viable builds. Kind of like there's the best build, and then there's the other build in the first game. It isn't too much variety. I love the fact we actually got Frost in there. But yeah, that doesn't mean we do have another Land Snatch. As Reese or Frost. Actually, I would kind of prefer Frost just because I want to see the new sprite work. I think this sprite's cool, and I almost chose him for myself as well, but yeah. I got Manko. Oh, already back at the top, never mind. Manko was the first one to join the guild. Congratulations, so it's Eder. There's Bismarck, another Protector. Again, there aren't too many ways to build a Protector in this game. You gotta go Provoke or Shield skills, but... I mean, maybe we can beeline it for Smite, but then you have a lot of leftover skill points, so you'd still just be Shield skills or Provoke afterwards. Yeah, as far as sword, there's enough sword skills that you can kind of pick and choose what you want. There's a few builds, and it's a little hard to say which one's the best as well. I know all slash is great, but it does require quite the investment. Axes are single target, and that's all they are. Yeah, I mentioned I want to try to have a second chaser, so I may do that. In which case I'd have Frost in here, because as I said, I want to see the new sprite. I want to use the new sprite. You know, sometimes there's a chance to headbind, but it's pretty abysmal. If you're not a Dark Hunter or Hexer, you can kind of ignore bind rates. It's there. It's nice if it happens, but keep counting on it. Yeah, so we're just charging Axe Strike, stunning Axe Strike, headbind Axe Strike, and that's all your Axe skills, just all single target. I forget which one's strongest though. Like, you'd think it'd be Crush, because it has no auxiliary effect, but it's not always the case. So for right now, I am leaning in towards Decim, because Chop Mine Take. He is our gatherer, and we kind of need to gather a little bit. We don't always need to gather, but we kind of do. Oh, he almost levels up. I was thinking of resting him just to take the points out of Bows and True Shot and Disable, so we can then reinvest him into Apollon and make his multi-hit. Maybe first turn. Actually, yeah, first turn would allow Immunize to go first. Ooh. You only have one survivalist. That's rough. It's rough because, as you can see, the gathering skills take up so many points. We have like 40 left afterwards, which sounds like a lot. Not really. Well, at the very least, we would have mastered all of the gathering skills by now if we invested purely into them from the start. Then you can start to look into other shit. It wasn't until I think 2U, yeah, not the first Untold, but the second Untold, that they made bow skills scale with agility. Because that is Survivalist's highest stat, not strength. Yeah, it's a rough choice either way. Yeah, Decim's more immediately usable. I think for my endgame plan. Ugh. How much would I want a Hex or a Ronin? It'd be an absolute pain in the ass to level up at this point. But still, more options. No, Hexer can be fantastic. As support, that is, not as an attacker. Can they? Ah shit, I think I would want a Hexer. Because if... Again, this class roster has appeared in 4 games. The reason it's appeared in 4 games is, again, because of the remakes, the Untolds. Got the first game and the second game where they just literally did the first game but more. Kinda. Same class roster, I took a second shot at balancing things, added a couple more classes, and that was it. Third one onwards, they just kind of redid the whole class roster for every single game. But Untolds, because they're remaking the first 2, they had to reuse the same class roster, but they just got to remake the classes while keeping the themes. They are better than the first iterations, but it's still... That means my memory gets a little confuzzled. I'm like, did Hexers have that skill? Because they didn't necessarily have that in each iteration. What I'm thinking of is the Fear skill subtree. Because for Hexers, as I've mentioned, they have skills to debuff every single stat, every single bind, every single ailment in the game. And if you master the ailment half of the tree, that passive, you unlock Fear, which then has a subtree on it that allows you to command fear-stricken enemies. And those commands are kind of broken. But there's also the binds too, which plays very well with Thunder Dragon's whole whip skill set. Ecstasy specifically. You can see how rough the choices are. I'm banking on future potential, not current potential. And that's rough. It is a hell of a lot of work just to get Fear. Like, it's... Like, you see how, like, late it is for Troubadour to get set up? A Fear Hexer needs even more setup. Fear Hexers are a hell of a lot of an investment to get. In fact, about to register a Hexer, but I don't have a name that came to mind. I know I reserve the right to... At the start, I reserve the right to make classes we don't have, but we kind of have all the classes, so I kind of let that right fade into obscurity. But we might need to invoke it for Hexer and Ronin. I know there are some people who wanted to be Hexer and Ronin and we just didn't have them unlocked. But they aren't in the chat right now. I know you were one, but you kind of like Troubadour at this point, and it would hurt to reclass you into a Ronin right now. You see how kind of vital you've become. Like, at the start, absolutely worthless, because you see how many skill points you need. You need, like, what was it? Just those first 3 skills is 20 skill points, number 30, 31, 41, we're at, like, you have 48 skill points used. Just to get a basic setup and going. Ugh. For myself to go into a Ronin? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, that's rough. Maybe I should just grind out some new party members off screen. I will say I've been starting to lose a little bit of steam in AC6. Kinda stopped feeling like all the weapons are new anymore. I don't know. So for right now, if I want to bank on grinding out future potential, I'd bring in Frost. But for current potential, I'd have to bring in Decim, because even though Decim is under level, 30 is greater than 1. And then there's also T-Dragon, which is... because Alright, let me just see if... How close are you to level up? Oh, you just got level up. Alright. Yeah, and these 5 levels, which is retiring. We have the same skills minus 5, so we lose 5 points off of Ecstasy and put 5 into Climax. So we can keep the Bind Seals mastered so that we have access to them. Keep attack... oh wait, we'd have to master Whips. We have to keep attack up away. We drop Ecstasy. Again, without a Hexer, Ecstasy isn't reliably set up. Because with 3 binds, I think this does... You've seen the damage numbers we've got right now, like the high end is like 500 or 600, maybe 700 if you're hitting a weakness. Ecstasy hitting not a weakness with 3 binds is like 2,000 damage. It's fucking absurd, but getting 3 binds on an enemy is ridiculously hard. Even more so when you have a base 60% infliction rate instead of the Hexer's base 80%, base 90%. And also, Dark Hunters have lower luck than Hexers. I think Hexers... What does Hexers luck come up to? I might be remembering the reconfigured stat trees from Untold, because I think Hexer's luck went up to like 99, which is the hard cap. Like one of the few classes that would actually max out their stat without any kind of accessories or any other bonuses to it. Like Hexers are absolutely amazing at inflicting disables and debuffing, and they can't do anything else. They have no direct attacks. Or defense. It's literally just, I will debilitate the enemy, and there's nothing they can do about it. And there's nothing else I will do. That's still pretty amazing, especially when you combine it with a Troubadour like Manko. Because now you have reduced enemy defense and increased ally offense, which means they multiply. Yeah, no, I should rest Thunder Dragon. Alright, for one, I will reconfigure our gathering party, because, yeah, I just swapped out Manko for it. Yes, I should rearrange that. Decim up front. We'll see how that goes. Put Fluff in there. And then I believe we'll, for now, I think I'll just let Thunder Dragon rest so we can reinvest into Climax, because I will have to grind out a Hexer if I want Ecstasy to be at all worthwhile to go for. Alright, how are we on... Alright, strength plus 5. Attack plus 4? Ooh, that might be worthwhile then. Even though it's lower attack power. Wait, more Throb Vine. I know where we can get Throb Vine from, and I hope we can get that. So I remember roughly the damage calculation from Untold, the first Untold, and in that, your strength matters more than your attack value. Like, yes, your attack value is your weapon attack plus your strength stat, but in the actual calculation, it uses like your strength stat multiplied by the base value of the attack, and then like the actual attack value comes in like later on down the line. I think strength like double dips or something. I don't know what is in the original though. So strength, a point of strength might be worth a point of attack, or it could be worth more. It's kind of why I prefer to have the strength plus stuff versus just straight higher attack value. But if it's enough of a higher attack value, I'll take that. But also there's plus tech. You don't use tech at all, but it is defensive. So it wasn't until 5, again, where they split tech into int and wisdom. Living Duplicate is TP plus 10, defense 18. Oh. That's a lot better defensively. And you aren't really using TP, like, at all, so... Tally-ho! Bank Gloves got strength plus 2. Yeah, we'll handle that. We know Skill is just worse than Tiger Boot. Alright, that should be Destin kitted out. Now let's see how well level 30 survives on the front line here. Is there actually only one mine point on this floor? I know they don't have a steadfast, like, I know in later games they kind of have these 2 gathering points per floor until the last one of the stratum, and then you have all 3. But they don't quite follow that rule here. They only sometimes follow it. Okay, there still is a foe here. Fine. Mine though. It's 11 PM, so we can actually get a double mine here pretty soon. In case you're wondering, because they changed, should have been in 4 that they changed how gathering works. But you know how we have the multiple takes per day based on the skill. Like, wondering how that works if you have multiple chops in the party. They stack. Yeah, they stack. There's better odds of finding rare stuff and more takes, which means you just need 3 survivalists to be able to take 60 items from like a single gathering point per day. Yeah, well, true shock, because what the hell else are we gonna do? Oh, we got... Wasn't paying close enough attention? It turns out we got a preemptive. Alright. Did we get a throw a mine from that? Again, I was kind of just sped through that. I don't think we did. Yeah, I think we got a dry peach. Well, let's hang out until the clock changes over. You know, I have not done any kind of off-screen grinding so far in this playthrough. That might change this week. Because it's kind of a bit too much effort just to grind up to new party members. Alright. Okay, let's head back now. I mean, I know it's also a level difference, but man, this one's a lot weaker than Thunder Dragon. Wait, we didn't get that drop until now? Oh, what the hell? Like a scavenge passive? Yeah, there is. Oh boy. That's bullshit. Alright. Yep, Blizzard's got it too. Mako does not, though. It's either a medic or an alchemist has to learn scavenge if we want it. I'll take a closer look at the skill trees then. Scavenge is a passive I normally ignore, because, you know, you just kill more of it if you want more drops, but like, the drop rate has been like suspiciously low for some stuff. Like, even boss loot isn't guaranteed here, so it kind of feels like they made scavenge necessary. Want to have a decent looting experience. That's a lot of new stuff. This is Royal Ring. Bind Resist. Well, that could be useful for fluff, but we also want the Bear Glove for more strength. So... Ah, Flame Boots new. Oh. Oh boy. That's just better than the tiger. We just got new boots. I mean, I can't wear the tiger. I'm stuck with the tiger boot, but everybody else can use new boots. Oh. Just got new boots for everyone. Time to get new boots again. Alright, plenty of new weapons. There's new axes, large axe, hulk blade that cracks boulders. Yes, breaker. Yeah, no, you can see that attack part. 213 from whatever the hell I have now, which is 165. Yeah, that's a big increase. 149. Yeah, no, that attack value of 213, that'd be close to what a Ronin would have. Actually, Ronin would have even higher attack value. Like, they really do just have strong weapon class and highest strength in the game. How's a red beacon? Where do we get it? Yeah, steel sword. How's that work out? Tech plus 4 is gonna kinda hurt. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can easily find the damage formula for this. Immediately found a formula pose. Actually, let me just drag that over here. Immediately found this forum post, and it's basically a dissertation on it. Alright, here's damage formula. Examples, formulas, so we have strength plus weapon attack times the power percent, and the P attack. Strength based attack is tech plus weapon attack. Oh, okay. And then tech based attacks just have 2 times tech, because whatever. The strength based attack is just going cut in half, huh? Percent times the VIP plus defense times defense boost percent. And tech is, yeah, 25%. So that's... Yep. I'll have to see how these numbers actually play out if I read the above, but since we're on stream, I'll have to just skim through it for now for the sake of time. And I can see from right here, in the first 2 games, it is just attack minus defense, which is why defense ends up being kind of worthless. With 3, I think they shifted over to multiplicative defense, which helps out a lot. Not enough. They had to make the formula a bit more complex so that you aren't just stacking accessories instead of wearing armor. They kind of get there in 4, and they really get there in 5. But, it is what it is at this point. That's nice to know. From the back line of it, your final defense is doubled. That's nice. Oh, that's why normal attacks do about 50% more damage, because the def is 0 if it's a crit. And that would explain why the crit multiplier is not terribly high. Yeah, I'll have to read through this a bit more in depth, but it looks like what really matters is the final attack value shown on the sheet and not just the strength stat. Unless we're dealing with tech, then tech, yeah, what the hell is S attack though? Oh, attack of the spell. Yeah, we have power percents would be the skills power. Element percent I think was the elemental modifier, and the P attack boost, I think that might just be from the boost skill then. 167 attack. No, it's attack plus buffs. Yeah, so kind of misnamed. Alright, so looks like strength doesn't double dip like it does in later entries. So I wanted to know how important strength is. I've spent all this time talking about how strength can double dip in there and be worth more than your weapon attack value. And I want to actually check if that's true. So what really matters is that at 187 there under attack, that's what's important, not the strength value. Strength might go down, but whatever. For elemental stuff, though, tech is still important. But basically, that just tells me that... Sorry, I just picked up my DualShock without thinking, and I'm already using it. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit more convenient for menu navigation than... than whatever the heck they had for mouse and keyboard. Also, the icons swapped instantly, which is nice. Here, though, there's the HP plus 15, though. Also, luck plus 5, I mean, that's... I think that luck is used in... Fuck. Is it used in the first game's defensive calculations, though? That is the question. But it's higher attack value, so I guess I'll take it. Gem Staff, we just care about tech, because we're using spells. Not enough work to justify the cost, and loss in tech for Vinebow from Finbow. So we'll drop that. No, it's weird having double triggers, but the menu navigation's pretty much exactly what my muscle memory says it is. It's just going to be mapping with a controller is going to be rough. I know that much. Menu navigation's neat. Do I keep this one or not? mention that, because since Ecstasy is mastered, we can kind of just gun it for Climax at this point. Leveling will be kind of slow. Oh well. Oh, neat. Left stick controls the map. Oh, and then right for that. Okay. Yeah, that's the ticks I'm getting used to. Oh, that... Oh, hey, I can use... That's a nice shortcut to start to pop that open. Yeah. Huh. Oh, that's because... Hold on, let me actually do status. So... Yeah, 44 strength ain't too much. But... Caduceus. A heavy staff attack with a chance of stunning the enemy. Damage and stun rate. And just so you have an idea, 122 attack, 44 strength, versus 187 attack from myself. Level 10 Cleaver, 187 attack, does less damage than a level 1 Caduceus at 122 attack. So medic's going on the front line. Actually, that's fair. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it would definitely be nice to rebind controls and stuff, but that, given how complex it already is, just makes up for the second screen, I can see them they're struggling with this. Exactly. I was not expecting a level 1 skill to beat out a level 10 skill on an actual offensive class, but no. It just scales that wildly. And there's no gathering on this floor, so... Hooray? That 22 is so pitiful. This one does so little damage. Let's see how... Okay, it's with triangle. Alright, and then up here. Yeah, no, that's... Okay. Actually, can you... It does wrap around. Alright, that's nice to know. Yeah. Yeah, mapping controls on one screen is going to be awkward. Alright, back mouse and keyboard. Because I can just kind of, like, move my mouse around... Yeah, this is just mouse control. And select just by clicking on stuff. Not clicking, I'm just hovering over it. And select with a click. Because of that, I'm like, they could totally make this work on mobile, couldn't they? So if they support mouse controls, that basically means they have touch controls. Just a matter of input device. Oh no, this place. This place. An iconic floor, nonetheless, but still. Uh. 'It's the Hewig room. A vast area opens before you as you climb down the steep slope. You feel threats all around you within this expansive space in the labyrinth. Whether it stems from forest folk or other dangers, extreme caution is called for here. You should report to the Rada regarding the forest folk before going any further. Oh, there's a story block. '61! Man, Destin was weak. Oh wait, I can do even shorter just by going through here. Yeah, I'm thinking of just putting Thunder Dragon back in that slot because it Destin still has a long way to go too. Ah, I forgot to heal. And it's an ambush. Alright. Now we have to kind of take off. Have to take off the gloves. Yeah, 520 to 630. Fuchs is stronger than Cleaver. I wonder if Fuchs scales with tech or strength, though. Probably tech, isn't it? If it's tech, that would definitely explain how high damage value is. It would also mean I should be giving Fluff Tech Plus staves as well. What's he doing stock already? Epe! It's stronger than the steel sword, of course. Welcome back. How goes your investigation of the forest dragon? What? You met a girl of the forest folk? Back between the humans and the forest folk. Ancient promise. Built into the labyrinth's depths lies something that has been lost to antiquity. With help, I hope to find out what that may be. Chieftain, though. Honestly, I haven't had any notion of what he's thinking. Calling in his two pet adventurers more frequently of late. I wish to speak to him about this together. I read your report. It seems your investigation is going smoothly. It says here you've met the forest folk, and they assert that the forest is theirs. Hint of an ancient pact. There'll be no mistaking their claim. Regardless, if we accede to this, Etrian will have no source of livelihood. The labyrinth and the explorers it attracts, they are the backbone of this town. We cannot lose that because of a long-forgotten promise to these forest creatures. Adventurers, the terms of the mission stand. Exterminate the forest folk at all costs, for Etria's sake. Their very existence is a threat and must be removed. We finished discussing things with the chieftain. He seems quite insistent on the matter, and broke any discussion on what to do. They may look human, but you'll have to remember in battle that they are not. I understand your reluctance, but you are the only ones we can rely on. It'll be a hard-fought battle. I wish you luck. I wonder, why don't the chieftain send his 2 favorites to do the job? A lot of new items. Not gonna read about them here, though. Oh, they discovered the forest folks' home. Adventurers yet entered there. Death Guild. Something must be done about them. Forest folk destroy them all to the good, but if the ancient ones fall, we may require specialists. And then, if there's curiosity, may overcome even those warriors. In which case, we'll learn the secrets of the labyrinth. Foolishness. Even if the mystery is solved, nothing will change, and will profit from such a thing. Alright, time to put together the old squad. That's the old squad, alright. Flame boots, because somehow everyone but me gets to wear them. Whips. How are we doing on whips? Got better whips. Alright, better whips. Wait, you know what? Add you down? Oh, it's +3? Meh. Okay. Fields. Back to the Hewitt room. Imagine how glad I am that there's autopathing. Alright, you can indeed rebind things here, just haven't done so because it's a lot of keybind. Just remembering. So I remember thinking earlier in this stream, like, it'd be nice if you could rebind things, but like, no, you can. You can. You can totally rebind things, I just... It's just a lot of things to rebind, you know? A lot of things. It's not much better than Decim, but still better. And here we are. E18F. Vast area opens before you as you climb down the steep slope. Though you marvel at how the labyrinth could be so spacious, the years appear before you. In some time, explorers, fare you. Warrior woman Ren speaks to you abruptly. Besides her as a constant companion, the flame-haired Klashka. Seems the pair has been waiting for you here. Ren takes a slow look around the vast forest behind her before speaking. I heard from the Rada that you've come to deal with the forest folk. It's true. The question has a doubtful undercurrent, as if the Ronin is unsure of your skill. Forest folk are guarded by many powerful monsters that dwell on this floor. Furthermore, it is all too easy to lose your bearings if you walk about aimlessly. Somewhere along the walls, though, is a secret passage. If you find it, it will lead you to stairs that take you below. Forest monsters will do their utmost to prevent that. Proceed with caution. Inside, there's one wood when completing an odious task. That is all. Leave the rest to your skills. Two of them stand aside, allowing you to pass. If you're prepared, continue forth. As you continue onward, a pair of adventurers gazes at your party from afar. Forest folk, horde of monsters. They made it to get through them to the depths. Ren gives a sidelong glance to the girl beside her, who nods and speaks quietly. It's why we're here, isn't it? For the sake of both the labyrinth and the town. The two of them fall silent and disappear into the forest. Yeah, just so we're clear, it is indeed the Heweg room. Alright, time to just map the edges then. Oh hey, finally have random encounters with forest folk. This is either going to be pretty easy or pretty difficult. Pretty easy. Oh hey, there's a gathering spot here. If only we had Decim. Oh. Oh no. Well, combat is just bring Decim in later. Now though, we have to, as I said, we need to map the edges of this room. Okay, it's take point. Fear hell. Oh. Okay. So we're gonna start seeing fear now. Yep, look at that. Ah. Yeah, we've got ourselves a room, alright. Open spaces are cool, but a pain to map. Yeah, we were nice enough to put a fountain here. Behind a wall. No, actually, if I remember correctly, it's more of an alcove. Yeah, alcove. Hi, I thought this wasn't just a corner tree. Should be over there. I know where the shortcut should be, or at least approximately where, but you gotta map the whole floor. How are you gonna call yourself an explorer if you don't map the entire goddamn floor? Sorry, are they? Oh, they're weak to bash. Okay. It's like, why the hell is Fluff doing twice my damage with normal attacks? Yeah, we just about found the way. Inside the vast forest, you find a small secret passage at what seems like a dead end. And the monsters that you spoke of are beyond here. Decide this would be a good place to prepare before continuing down the path. The way forward waits silently and patiently for you to continue forth. Yep, so yeah, here. This should be a two-way, but I'm just going to assume not. And as I said before, we're gonna map all of this place, so alright. Just gonna make a bold assumption here. I'm going to assume that's just the border of this room. That feels likely. Correct it as we go. God, Fluff is strong here. Yeah, I think they're stab resistant, so Destin would be even worse of a pick here. Like, that's not even caduceus, that's just whacking them with the stick. Stick of truth. Okay, is there. And huzzah. Wall extends exactly as far as I thought it would. Oh hey, another gathering point. There it is. This one's also a take. Alright, so we have the perimeter of the room. Now we need to get the fine details. Which means spiraling through the room until we've mapped out every single tile. Okay. Because of these corner trees, it's going to be a little difficult just to assume. I mean it. Yeah, I don't think there's an important item here. I mean, aside from the... Anyone else expecting a foe here? Anyone? Wait, what? What the fuck? Okay. Things are getting spooky here. Oh, it's... Oh, they exist in the first game? Oh. That's our first time seeing one. They don't have their own faux color. Chop, you say. Well, that there is 2 forwards, and then... Oh, and because Fog of... Oh god, because of Fog of War, we're gonna have to walk a whole lot to unveil everything. Keep in mind, our Fog of War in this game is that in future games, Fog of War reveal would be like that, which is really nice. No, we're here, and it's kind of awful for foe detection. All right. Kind of fitting we have a battle in the middle of the big yellow square. Alright. Another gathering spot down here. I passed it. I'm going to assume that's Chop. Oh, it's mine. Yeah, no, I don't really see where it is, because we don't have faux vision in the right spots. Wondering how we're going to catch it. If it runs away from us at the same speed, that just means we have to get lucky with the teleport. If it's just following a kind of random path around, then okay. If it can't navigate around trees, that's something we can make use of. Yeah, when we don't use bravery, it's actually can get a little dicey just auto-attacking these guys. Alright, Freeze is level 9. Yeah, I don't think Manko or Alyssa have any kind of wasted skill points. So you've got 20 left, so we're going to be using 16 on your spells, which means 16. No, 6. Using 6, not 16. There's 14 left. Means we could invest 12 into the AoE skills, get them up to level 5, but that doesn't quite feel right. Yeah, we would be one short of mastering all of the up passives, so I'll ignore that. Definitely get TP up with 9 points. That leaves 5, I guess, for Scavenge, or TP regen. Probably Scavenge, though. I think I'll get Scavenge before TP up maxing, just because that'll be more useful for us in the short term than TP up. I think by the time we hit max level, we probably don't really need item drops. I see it there in the corner. But yeah, we're just going to soundly ignore it until we have the whole place mapped, so... Because that way, when we step on every single tile, we know Fog of War is cleared. All of the gathering points are down on this floor. I say that because you saw how much of a pain in the butt it is just to get down here. There isn't really a convenient short route. These repeated gathering trips are going to be, yeah, pain, that's for sure. But not too much of a pain. It'll be worth the gains. No pain, no gain. Another gathering spot, of course. Alright, let me mark the spots that I can warp to, so that way we can kind of try to playing around that. Well, we've gotten a lot of this room mapped. Not quite enough for my taste, though. Level up of myself and Mako at the same time. Nice. This, I will have all of these now mastered, so 20 points. Whatever. Alright. 2 more points to go, and then healing's max, then you have to figure out what the hell you're going to learn next. If for Ymir and Tyrannus, I know if I stack those with Blaze Frost and Shock are going to be some amazing damage increases. Attack that. But we have nowhere near enough points to actually do that. I have to drop Healing and Peace Ballad entirely if I want to learn those, but Healing and Peace Ballad are too much good utility. There's Divinity, but as you can see, it's a pretty heavy stat investment. I need level 10 Songs, level 5 Recovery, just to unlock it. Recovery is none too great. So basically, every turn you roll to see if you recover from your disable, and this just increases the odds of that. Erasure, I guess, because then we can know more buffs, and the speed goes up. And then we can invest the rest into passives, I suppose. Or I can try to learn this. Alright, so how many skill points left we got? So that'll bring us to 49 to max healing. And that will take us to 58 for Erasure, which gives us 12 points left. Yeah, we could get those up to 4. Or we could invest 2 points into something and max out HP up and TP up. guess we can put 1 point into Shelter just so we can cancel out a defense debuff. Maybe the same with Mercury. Yeah, actually, maxing out Stamina is probably a decent idea. Because I might be thinking of Untold, but I think Stamina at max level gives you 50% more HP, while Shelter gives you 30% damage reduction. So as far as effective hit points go, I think Stamina is better. Whatever. Okay, so that's fully mapped out. Yep, it is indeed starting to flee now, okay. And it will spawn up there. That is noted. We're aligned within 3 of it column-wise, and so it flees. So, Or maybe it was just randomly moving. Ah. All I know is catching it's going to take some real effort. Alright, not too much left of the room then is left unmapped Fog of War-wise. Alright, that should be everything. Which means now we have to try chasing it down. Got any tips on doing that? Because it's gonna be a... feeling it'll be a while before I see a pattern to it. Hmm. And then it just warps it. Oh god, what the hell even? What the hell even? How do we even catch this? Ah! Oh, I almost had it. Oh my god, okay. There's a fucking tornado, these assholes. Finally! And a preemptive. Okay, I don't know if this is going to end up being a gag enemy that just has an instant party wipe, or if it's just going to have like one hit point. Actually, I'd probably save my boost in that case. Okay. Not too much. Got it. Teleport if it hits a wall, but it won't teleport if it hits a tree stump, and it flees as soon as we align within 4 squares of it. Infinite range. If we're aligned, like, put it this way. We are aligned anywhere within... So basically, if we are it and we align ourselves anywhere in this big yellow column, it'll start fleeing. Just to demonstrate on the map how big its detection range is. Yeah, again, if we were at this yellow is our detection range. So yeah, it's kind of hard to get the drop on it. However, fortunately, it cannot path around trees. So we can make use of that, and the way it prioritizes its own movement based on our movement to then, you know, get it stuck. Of course, we can also make use of some serendipity of it teleporting right next to us, which is really just random luck, to get it caught as well. Either way, I hope that illustrates just how much of a pain in the fucking butt it is to catch a bud. Hey, we got it! I just have to get back alive. Hey, it's about time to end the stream too. I have to catch an Yggdrasil bud at the end. See what the hell it makes though. Alright, and also if it has any other drops, because I'm definitely looking up what the hell its codex entry is. I would not put it past this first game to give it like 3 drops, all with a chance of dropping. I'd be pleasantly surprised if it is just 1 drop that's kinda guaranteed. I should probably make a path for going up, shouldn't I? Okay, that should do. Alright, now I have a path for going down, a path for just going back to start, and a path for going back up to the geomagnetic pole. Okay. Medium leaf, regular leaf taken from an Yggdrasil bud. Okay, for 5,000 intel. I mean, that's a pretty good amount of intel. Dark tunic, ebon plate, ebon aspis. Oh, hello. I'll take a look at that in the future. For now, though, let's actually save. Because that bud's worth a bit too much for me to randomly lose it to anything at this point. There we are. Bud. Okay, it just drops medium leaf. Rare evolved form of Yggdrasil's bud that grows deep within the labyrinth. So we literally haven't encountered the light version. Alright, so it's our first time seeing one. And this is... It sounds like there's another version that we're supposed to see up above and we haven't. Good news is, though, we did get the one single drop it has. Alright, and with that, call it a stream. It's exactly 1700. Oh, I mean, no promises, but I'll see about grinding up some new party members. Get ourselves a Hexer and a Ronin. And, well, expand our options. See what we can get by next week. Well, until then, thank you very much for watching. Fare thee well.